Hey guys, welcome back to Kent. Just got natted right in the eye. Welcome back to K&S Get Out, guys. We are out here at Shady Acres Farm. It is a beautifully hot day today. I don't know where you guys are from, but Thursday we had the best version of fall that we've gotten so far, which was technically a couple days before actual fall, right? I think so.
No, I think that was the first day of fall.
Oh, no way.
I think that was the first day of fall.
No, that would be too ironic. Either way, it was wonderful. I think we were down at like early to mid 60s. It was kind of cloudy, got a little bit of moderate rain, the kind you want, not just the downpour. It was great, but today, 86 degrees,
it's
high of 92, I think, 94.
91.
91, feels like 150. No, it's okay.
It is humid.
It is humid. The breeze is it's just different once you get into fall. Like 92 on a fall day is a little different than 92 on a blistering hot day coming down from 101 or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's a work day today. Shannon's dad came out yesterday and brought his dump truck. And I have Dad's tractor, all repaired, working fine. Dad has forgiven me. Not too many lashings, so I'm still here. I've got the box blade. We took Shannon's dad's longer trailer and we were able to hook the box blade to the back of the tractor and bring it out here. I have not run the box blade before. Yesterday was my very first time, and there's a little bit of a learning curve to it. You know, I've run some of the other heavier gear and things, but you know, out here as hilly and bumpy and things as it is.
And we have rocks everywhere.
Oh yeah,
we just grow rocks here.
Yeah, we bought rocks. I think we told you guys that. Buy dirt. Well, ours came with more rocks than dirt, but that's okay. So it's a little bit of a learning curve. I just drove it around for a little bit yesterday with the box blade, and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna dedicate a day tomorrow to do that. So that's gonna happen today. Hey, I'm standing right over here is the well house. Right up here behind me is one of our hydrants. Got a hydrant down there. You guys remember drilling the hole into the well house. Then over there by the tractor on the other side, that's where the camper is gonna go. This I did with the front end loader. I filled in the trenches. We got the screenings down in there to protect the PEX and the electrical line. But we have, and I don't know, man, look at the rocks. Look at the one down at your feet right there, Shannon. Goodness gracious.
These are big rocks.
I did all of this with the front end loader, and I don't have a lot of practice with the tractor, so I'm still getting a little better at it, but apparently the box blade is kind of what this is designed for. We may have to put Shannon to work a little bit to come behind me and pick out these really big rocks and throw them.
I'm the rock picker-upper.
It's a very important job. Very important. I appreciate it.
I'm capable. It's okay.
Oh, I know. You're stronger than me.
Whatever.
You can pick up the bigger ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my attempt today is to get to know that box blade a little bit better. You know me, guys, I really like to be perfect at everything the moment I start trying it. And after my little test runs yesterday, I know that's not going to be the case today. So we're going to use a little patience. We're going to be nice to Dad's tractor because I don't want to take it back to the shop, and I don't want to have to break news like that to my dad again. And I don't want him to make me take it back home, to be quite honest. Not yet. Soon. Yeah.
You just need it a little bit longer.
Yeah. So I'm going to learn and see if I can do some finish grading with that thing. And I've got to do a little bit more to get the power up and out of the trenches so we can finally fill all that in to be done with it. But yeah, today's going to be a learning working day and sweating.
I'm already sweating. Can we move to some shade?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Or I'll go get on the tractor and work in the sun.
Yeah, I'll stand in the shade and record you.
Okay, that's a pretty smart idea. I love it.
So how's that box blade working out?
There's definitely a learning curve to it. It's effective. You just have to keep going until it kind of fills the highs and the lows and pulls from the highs, puts in the lows, and then it just all kind of starts to balance out. Our problem, of course, is we have massive, massive rocks everywhere. So the moment that thing hits a big rock, it'll lift it up and then it just drops off everything it's been bringing with it. So I've been kind of trying to bring everything to one area and then leave it all right there, drive away from it without spreading it all out again, and then I'll get it with my front end loader. And I've got some holes over here by where the barn used to be. We got some spots over there on the other side of the goat pen that we're not going to use, so we're just dropping big rocks off and getting them out of our main area here. But it's pretty good. Like I said, it's definitely a learning experience, and this guy might be a little underpowered for the job at hand, but it's what we have, and I appreciate it a ton. So it's definitely an operator inability at this moment, but you know, I kind of got it all graded. It's flowing fairly well, and you've been doing a great job of getting a lot of those big rocks in the wheelbarrow and dumped over there, so I appreciate that, because that's a huge help.
Rock picker upper.
Rock picker upper. It's a big help.
You're welcome.
But I think I'm going to take a break from the box blade for a little bit, or at least up here, and spread some of the screenings. We got another load of the screenings yesterday, and I think the idea with that is to kind of help level the ground a little bit before we bring in base rock, so we don't have, you know, a foot deep of base rock on one of the ruts and then 2 inches over here. Hopefully that screening we can kind of use it to level, and then once we put the base rock on top, it'll maybe compact it a little bit and help hold it all together, because the screenings in essence are kind of what's in the base rock as it is that helps hold it in place. So our theory is that maybe that will help with that. So we're going to try to level out some of those spots, because your poor little car
It struggles.
it struggles getting up and down that driveway without breaking any bolts loose or anything. I don't know, and we're gonna try it under the base rock. We're just, you know, we got to learn, guys. We got to learn. Yeah.
And it may be the wrong thing to do. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
You know why you come to K&S Get Out. You learn what not to do the first time.
That's very true.
So yeah, comment down below for those of you who have and maintain a base rock driveway. I know it's an ongoing thing. In fact, I remember Gary Walker over at the Walker Farm Fam kind of explaining to Chad, like, you know, you invest in either the asphalt or concrete or whatever, and it lasts longer, but you do still have to maintain it a bit, or you make the smaller upfront investment and then kind of continually just tame the driveway over the years. So we're going to tame our driveway over the years, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hey, if you guys are here from Facebook, or if you're here from a shout out from my dad's page, or Chad and Ray did an awesome shout out for us, we are trying to grow our Facebook community, and you guys have been wonderful to come over. And I love that you drop in and send us messages and stuff. As you know, there are milestones on Facebook that you got to hit when you run this as a business, more or less. And so 10,000 followers on Facebook is a very hard thing to hit.
It is.
But you guys have been wonderful. The response has been great. And we got a lot of new followers, so welcome if you're new, and thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate it. If you haven't clicked that follow button yet, please smash that follow button. We're almost there. I think Chad's even doing a little giveaway. And this is a great channel. You'll probably learn what not to do before you'll learn what to do.
Yes.
But that's quite all right.
That's how we do things.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, you learn. You will learn. You do it wrong.
Yeah.
You will learn the right way to do it.
Yeah.
All right, well, we have been going at it for a few hours now. It's a little warm in the sun, so yeah, a little sweaty. Breeze has been nice, but check this out. I got a lot of the screenings all the way up. There's the tractor right there, top of the driveway up there. And I tried to bring in about 2 rows of screenings so that now I've got both sides of the driveway covered, and the parts that are kind of real rough and rigid, like the asphalt up there that I don't know when that was from or why they did that. It's kind of got a little gap and a filling now. And again, the screenings, I kind of see them as like the fines inside the base rock. So my hope is that as we put the base rock down on top of these, this will provide a nice little bed and a nice little stable underlayment, if you will, for the base rock to kind of keep it in place. But it looks pretty good. I haven't had Shannon run her car up it yet to test it.
That'll be the official test.
Yeah, but the tractor is definitely getting up and down it a little bit smoother. But tractor's working, didn't break it. It's all good. I don't know. I'm trying to tell my OCD, just leave the rake alone. Don't come out here with a rake and try to clean this all up, because you're just gonna put base rock on it and do it all over again.
Yeah, I didn't know you were thinking about doing that. We should totally not do that.
Well,
just put the rocks on top.
I thought you could read my mind. You knew everything I was thinking. This, I got a lot of grading done. I was kind of getting the hang of that box blade. But we have some massive rocks, and Shannon was kind of picking some of those up, but there's just so many of them that
you can pick up rocks forever, and it's like it doesn't even seem like you made a difference.
Yeah.
So.
But what I've done is when I would bring the box blade down and I'd have a full blade full of rock, I would just kind of try to leave it in one concise area. And then I would go back with the bucket, pick those up, and we've designated a rock graveyard over there. Or Shannon
That's what I'm
did.
calling it.
So she was taking the wheelbarrow whenever she was taking loads, and I would just go dump them over there. So I've got a little more I'd like to do right here. I just kind of got tired of it and wanted to switch over and do the screenings part. But it smoothed out fairly well. I think I did, I don't know how many passes up and down through here, but this was even all way worse than it is now. You know, we got a little bit of more flat spot, and then as you know, I love me some yard stuff. So someday, depending on how far we bring out the base rock out here once we get the pad for the camper, someday I'll get some topsoil on this and we will grow some grass. But for now, you know, I'll get crabgrass and stuff to grow on these rocks, and I will just be okay with that out here. I'm fine with it.
I'm sure I will spend my spare time picking rocks up.
Yeah, just kind of a chore day, you know, and I'm getting hungry. And that's just usually my ticking time bomb as to how much longer I have to go. But very, very pleased with the work we've gotten done. I did kind of load up some of the, like that corner that I busted up over there with the jackhammer. I was able to get that up into the bucket of the tractor and move that down to where the barn used to be, where I put some other fill items and rocks. And so now that is open for drainage. The part that I knocked out for the septic redirection, I put all of that in the bucket, took it away. And we get to work on our poop system again.
Yeah, we gotta redirect that.
Yeah, but it's coming along. You know, you come out here with all these ideas and aspirations, and then you realize it takes you a little bit longer to do some of them, so you don't get around to some of the others. But
oh, I'm not the only one that thinks that. I'm always the one that's like, let's do this, this, and this, and then everything takes longer than expected.
I'm quitting right now. We're not working anymore today.
I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one that planned out all these
If
things.
I can be honest, what I'd rather do is just go back home and see Hercules and the goats and all that and hang out. Maybe we should do that instead.
We could do that too.
What would you guys prefer? Do you want to see us do more work out on the trenches, or do you want to go see the fur babies?
I'm sure they'd rather see the fur babies.
Let's go see the fur babies and see how they're doing.
What you got, Hercules?
He said, I heard a dog bark. I had a stick, but a dog barked. Smokey, did you hear that? We better find out what that was. Smokey couldn't care less. She's like, hey, everybody in my pen is safe, so my job is done here. His head almost doesn't fit through there anymore.
You down here hanging out with Smokey?
So this is our precious little puppy. Only there's not much little about him. He's got to be pushing 60 pounds by now.
Oh, for sure.
We just turned 5 months old 4 days ago. You want to show them your scary teeth that are coming in? Do you know his teeth are coming in? Looky here. Can you show them? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Show them. Open up. Arr, scary. Oh yeah. Those were just little gums and baby teeth. Man, I feel like it's happened in the last 2 weeks. I remember when he had his bottom fangs coming in, he was pushing one of his baby teeth out, and I felt bad for him, and I reached in there, and it was not ready to come out. But we got back from the land, and it's always nice to have a joyful pup welcome you home. Slobber all over you.
Yeah, I've already washed my arms and legs once from him.
Yeah. Brought us a stick. He brought us pieces of armadillo that Dad may not have carried far enough away, and he thinks it's fun to bring him up and drop him at our feet.
Gross.
But look at this guy, man. He is growing. We were in the front room last night watching TV, and it was I don't even know what time it was, but he starts going off, just barking. Probably a more consistent bark than we heard him do, as opposed to just those little ruff, ruff shots, and I could tell he was in the back corner of the pen and just going to town. So we muted everything and just listened for a little bit, and he didn't let up. So I grabbed a flashlight, threw some shoes on, and went out there with him, and he was on point running some coyotes off. There was a whole fleet of coyotes off in that direction that were just screaming and yelling, and he was firing back. And so when I came out there with the flashlight, he continued barking, and finally they, one by one, quieter until there was just the one bloody murder screamer that she was still going, and then finally took off. So he's doing his LGD duties, keeping that side of the house safe. I think Smokey doesn't have to worry about it because he runs them all off before they make it this far over here. But yeah, I think she's glad to have them around. They get along just fine through the fence.
Gonna go check out your chickens?
You had the turkey all puffed up a minute ago. Nellie was all ruffled up and looked about twice as big as she normally does. Are these chickens safe? Did you do your job? He says, I could go for some chicken tenders though.
Is Luigi eating the moss off that tree?
Yeah, we have special animals.
I didn't know they would eat that.
Luigi eats moss. Hercules eats armadillos and everything that moves. That's you, crazy boy. So if you guys haven't watched Dad's video yet, a lot of times if you're in the premiere with us, you've just come over from Dad's channel, which is great. But if you haven't and you get to, he's going to tell you all about the vet visit, because they came down here and checked on the goats, checked on Smokey, chickens, administered shots. Dad, he of course starts learning things and just keeps grilling the vet with questions, which is great. And I've seen a lot of the raw footage, and I promise he saved you from a lot of that, or Mom did rather. But either way, I don't know if I'm supposed to be upset with Dad, because our boys got shot. They got shot. Mario actually handled it pretty stinking well. I don't know if you guys remember, but whenever we very first met the goats, we then went back. It was a separate visit. We met them, and then we went back to see Mr. Luigi get banded.
That was not something we should have gone and watched, by the way.
No, I think it was a good experience. But in seeing the raw footage, I heard a similar scream when he got his shots. So I'm starting to think he's just a little bit dramatic.
Not our goat.
Well, not Luigi, who gets his head stuck a couple times a week and just sits down like, well, did it again. Come get me.
Not dramatic at all.
No. But look at these guys, man. Look how pretty Mario. Look at that fur.
Mario's fur is really coming in pretty.
How's your color, bud?
I was looking at some pictures from whenever we first met him, and his color has changed a lot, and his fur is a lot smoother and pretty.
Yeah, I don't feel like his mom had as much white as he does. I know she did down low, but definitely not on her face. You guys hiding in the thorns from me? You know I won't come in there. How are you, buddy?
Look how big they're
getting. Are you
getting.
recovered from the shots that you got from the Mr. Mean Vet? Did Grandpa, we're gonna be upset with Grandpa for that one, okay? Not me, not Mom. But you just keep eating whatever it is you're eating inside that tree.
They're getting
little
so
guy.
big.
Still haven't put the stick of shame on him yet because his horns seem to be coming in pretty quick. Definitely Mario's got him beat by like 1.5 inches or so, but you know, he's intact, and so his development comes at a little different pace than Luigi's. And Luigi's just a sensitive little goat. That's what we've decided. But don't tell him that. He thinks he's about as tough as Mario. I tell you what, he does eat a good amount though for a little guy. Batman, are you always skeptical when there's people inside your pen talking to your friends that you boss around?
He's got his eye on Hercules though.
Yeah. Hercules wants to come in here, and I'd love to have him in here, but we've talked about this before with you guys and amongst one another. You know, is it best to let Hercules and Smokey establish that kind of relationship in the pen, and then we go and take Hercules out of the pen later? What do you think, babe?
Probably not the best idea.
Just not worth it, you know. Don't need to add any pain or anguish for Miss Smokey, because she's doing a killer job here. Very happy. And we'll always bring Nala over here whenever we come see Grandpa and Grandma once we're back out at Shady Acres full time. And Smokey and Nala can have their zoomies. I'm happy to see this because we have out at Shady Acres in Goatville, we have some massive down trees that we have opted to just leave out there as obstacle courses for Goof Troop here. And he definitely is not afraid to climb to find something to eat. So it's kind of exciting. I'm so ready to get him out there. As you guys know, we've got so many projects going on, too many irons in the fire, working down too many avenues at the same time, but we're making progress. And what do we always say?
One day at a time.
One day at a time. Because if you don't look at it that way, you will overwhelm yourselves and you don't get anything done. Or you just get a little bit of a lot of things done and you're like, I just need to make progress. So goal this week, move forward on the power part, get those trenches filled in, be done with that. Continue to love and adore these sweet, precious animals out here at Grandpa Adler Farms.
She's mudding me up.
Uh-oh, are you mudding up, Miss? Oh, careful, careful. Did you trip a little bit? Oh, she's going, I can't do hugs right now, honey, I'm not stable. Oh, look at all your dust flying off of you. Pretty girl. Yeah, what do I smell like? Is it Hercules? Is it Hercules? And then there's Hungry Mario and Luigi. Yeah, I know it, sweetie. I know it. So you got a good bill of health from the vet, didn't you? Said everything's looking good. Yeah, are you trying to get some camera time? What is that?
What do you think about that, Smokey?
She's like, well, I know I'm a star. Yeah. Man, I pet you and a little dust goes flying, but that's okay. That's okay. You know how to do your job, don't you? Pretty girl. And then the Herc monster, we left the old Herkster out there and he just wanders around the boundaries, kind of watches us, makes sure his goats are behaving.
Are you okay? Are you stuck, Smokey?
And taking notes. Oh, that one massive stick has got you. Can't get around it. Oh man, good job, escape artist. That was tough. Sometimes their perception is off a little bit. Well, we just want to give you guys an update. This is what the animals look like. Mario and Luigi are growing like weeds. Hercules is growing like
a puppy.
Oh my goodness. I can't, I mean, that's a 5-month-old puppy, guys. Google what most 5-month-old puppies look like and how big they are. They're not typically 60 pounds. He's about as big as Nala now. Nala, I think, weighs between 80 and 85. But as far as his frame and finally growing into his legs a little bit, he's just about as tall as her. And he'll give her a run for her money. Now, she'll put him in his place, don't get me wrong. That girl, she's run the roost for a long time in our lives. So if he gets a little out of control, she tells him who boss is and shows that her teeth are still a little bit bigger for now.
Give it time.
All right, well, we got the tractor work done with the screenings. We plan to hopefully get some base rock this week. Hercules is barking at some squirrels. Or the neighbor dogs that are barking, I don't know. But making good progress. We know what we need to do to get the power stuff finished. And then I'm going to show you, probably in the next video, I want to open up that water filtration system, kind of look at the remaining pieces to get that well done and get it all hooked up. And that way, we can get all that base rock up there up top and get our camper out there. We want to be out there for fall so bad. I don't know how long fall will be. It seems like we just go from summer to winter to summer to winter now. But if we get a few weeks of fall, beautiful weather, some football,
it'd be so awesome.
Set up outside, get the grill going, and just enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah.
And have Nala and Hercules out there, and Mario and Luigi, so we can laugh at them.
All the animals.
All the animals. All right, guys, we appreciate you coming by. Those of you that are new from Facebook, welcome. Thanks for following. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
What'd you say to Smokey? You go over there and say hi to Smokey? Did you go say hi to Smokey? Hi, Mom.
Hi. What do you think?